My name is Cody Miller, welcome to my YouTube channel. Typically my videos are swimming related, this is not one of those things, so if you're expecting that, tune in again next week for a regularly scheduled Wednesday vlog. You guys who watch me regularly know how much of a movie fan I am. I love movies, I'm a movie freak, I watch tons of movies, and every year I put together a list of my top 10 favorite movies. So that's what this is a list of my favorite movies of the year. Before I get started, I have a few disclaimers. I saw a lot of movies this year, a lot of really good movies, but there's still a few on my list that I didn't get to yet. There's a few movies that I think have the potential to sneak into my top 10 list that I haven't seen yet. Haven't seen Creed 2, haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph 2, I didn't see Bohemian Rhapsody, still haven't seen Green Book. Keep in mind, this list is just my opinion. These are just the movies that I enjoyed watching the most, the movies that I had the best experience with. There are other really great movies that didn't make this list. Don't roast me too hard, please be kind. 2018 was a ridiculously good year for movies. There were a whole bunch of movies that I saw, and after watching them, I thought they would be in my top 10, no question, but that wasn't the case. There are a few movies that I wanted to put in my top 10 list, but couldn't quite make it, so to honor those movies, here is my honorable mentions list. Aquaman. Loved it. I loved how stupid and fun it was. Searching. That movie blew my mind. I couldn't believe how good it was. Deadpool 2. I don't think I've laughed that hard in a movie since the first Deadpool. I loved Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I really loved Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I think I like that Jurassic World more than most people. Incredibles 2 was so good. Hereditary. Chilling movie. And finally, 8th Grade. That movie touched my heart. With all that out of the way, let's get started. Number 10, American Animals. I love heist movies. They're like my favorite kind of movies. And this movie really flew under the radar. Not enough people have seen it. Go check it out. It's incredible. Number 9, Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. I really enjoyed this movie. Obviously, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. This room you guys have seen in my videos is littered with Harry Potter stuff. Johnny Depp as Grindelwald was incredible. One of the best performances of the year. Maybe it's a little bit of nostalgia, maybe it's just because I love the Wizarding World so much, but I walked out of this movie happy, having thoroughly enjoyed myself. Number 8, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I think this is the best Spider-Man movie I've ever seen. Not only was this movie packed with tons of awesome, exhilarating action and a lot of laughs, like I laughed a lot, but I got kind of emotional watching it. Like I almost teared up a little bit. And for an animated Spider-Man movie, I never expected that. So that's why it's number 8. Number 7, First Man. Ryan Gosling and Damien Chazelle did it again. I felt like I was living in 1969 watching the buildup to the first ever moon landing. And it was so intense, so intense. More people need to see this movie. Number 6, Ocean's 8. I actually really enjoyed this movie. I get that it's an all-female cast. It made sense. Didn't bother me. I had a really fun time. You guys who have followed me for a long time know that one of my all-time favorite movies is the 2001 remake of Ocean's 11. I love that movie. It is arguably my favorite movie of all time. And so I had a lot of expectations going into this movie, and quite honestly, it lived up to it. I thought it was fun, not too serious, and I just enjoy a really good heist movie, and that's what this movie brought us. And now we're into my top 5, and number 5 is Steven Spielberg's Ready Player One. I still haven't read the book. I need to read the book, but this movie was so much fun. It was just a fun adventure film. As a kid growing up in the video game era, playing lots of video games, it was just super cool to see all these different video game elements thrown into a really fun, entertaining movie. Number 4, you guys knew it was gonna be on this list, Avengers Infinity War. When that movie ended, when this happened, I mean, what an experience. 10 years building up to this movie, and it lived up to the hype. It paid off. There's a reason it made $2 billion. I couldn't love this movie more. It was wonderful. Okay, and now we're on my top 3 favorite movies of 2018. And here's the thing about my top 3. On any given day, one of these movies could be number 1. But it just so happens that I have to rank them, and today this is how I'm feeling. But just know that I believe all 3 of these movies are virtually perfect movies. I believe that all 3 of these movies could be number 1, and everyone needs to see them. They're incredible, they're amazing. Number 3, Mission Impossible Fallout. This movie was gripping. I remember walking out of that theater thinking when the last time was that I felt this way, that I felt like I was that gripped by a movie, that it was that intense in terms of action and thrilling. It reminded me of when I saw The Dark Knight like 10 years ago. I think this is Christopher McQuarrie's Dark Knight. I can't believe this is the 6th movie in the Mission Impossible franchise, and I believe definitively this is the best Mission Impossible movie that we've ever seen. Tom Cruise is nuts, and I love it. Everything about this movie from start to finish is pedal to the metal, full throttle, just awesomeness. And I've rewatched it over and over again. It's incredible. Number 3, A Quiet Place. Oh my God. I cannot believe how hard this movie shook me. It rocked me to my core. I'm not a big scary movie guy. Allie is. I'm not. She drags me to all of them, and I was dragged to this movie, and I gotta say, it was incredible. For those of you who are out there who don't love horror movies like me, this isn't a horror movie. I would say there has never been a better film described as a thriller. This movie is a thriller. I was on the edge of my seat the entire movie. The fact that this movie has almost no dialogue, yet it conveys so much character and heart and love in this family that is dealing with struggles is mind-blowing. I've never seen anything like it. That's why it's in my top 10 list. You guys need to see this movie. It's incredible. All right, this is what we've been building up to. This is my number 1. This is what I believe to be the best movie of the year. Technically, A Quiet Place or Mission Impossible is also the best movie there. But this movie is my number 1. I've definitively chose it as my number 1, and that is A Star is Born. This movie hit me right in my soul. I laughed, I cried, I smiled. I hit every range of emotion throughout this movie. I think it is a perfect movie. I think it needs to be nominated for every Oscar there is. I can't speak highly enough of this movie. And I've met a lot of people who are like, think they're too macho and too cool to see a movie about 2 singers who fall in love. And I gotta tell you, that's lame, because this movie rocks. It's the best movie of the year. Bradley Cooper, I love you. You were fantastic. Lady Gaga, you are no longer just a singer, you are a powerhouse actress. I loved this movie from start to finish. That's why it's my number 1. All right, and that pretty much wraps it up. That's my top 10 favorite movies of 2018. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. What's your top 10 favorite movies? Let me know. Thank you for watching. Make sure you guys follow me on social media at SwimMiller on Twitter and at Cody Miller on Instagram. Vlogs every Wednesdays. Swimming videos will be coming. This is just a little fun video I do on the side. Until my next video, I will see you guys later.